Yo, what's up, chat? How we doing, everybody? How we feeling? Good to see you guys, man. Good to see you. Good to be back. X, what's up? American, what's up? Roger, K, Shane, Cop, Joseph, Brick, Trav, what's up, my boy? I'm gonna try to start up the Twitch stream and let's see what happens. Hopefully nothing bad happens. We're about to find out. I think it's gonna be fine, but we're gonna have to see and find out, you know? Should be fine. Should be fine. How we feeling, chat? How we doing? Good to see you guys as always. Always a pleasure to be back, baby. Yo, James, Lord Pato, Rich Panda. How we feeling, guys? Happy. Hello, hello. Bro, I'm kind of interested about today because I'm waiting for probably something, right? Like there's been at least probably some performance. There have been talks about the Coyote. I really do not want to believe, chat, that they're going to touch the Coyote. We'll see. Did you see the modifier? Now it's Dragon plus Hive Lord plus 50% supply. But yeah, I'm not playing it. I'm not interested. Hope they nerf the Coyote totally, says Caper. Performance issue fixes Chopium, please. Think we'll lose Oshan? I don't know. Okay, what's going on here? Says Vilgelm. Hello, Vilgelm. Naman, what's up? Wasted, what's up? Joe Garcia says buff the assault rifles. Really hope they don't, but I wouldn't be surprised. That's going to be one of the biggest mistakes they've ever made, probably, period, if they do that. Which I would agree with you. Like, I wouldn't be, like, totally surprised. I wouldn't be, like, totally surprised. It wouldn't be like, oh my god, no way, you know? Did you see the modifier? Now yeah, I did see that, Kura. Leave the new AR. Like, why? Because I don't think they'll nerf it, but there was some discussions that I heard about, and I really don't think so, but you never know. They might like hit it with maybe a magazine drop or something. I hope not. This is probably just PTSD at this point. You know what I mean? No, I think Copter, what's up, man? I don't think that they're that disconnected, man. Yo, Tony! Miss you, my man. Sorry, I don't have much time to be here anymore. I hope you and your family are doing well and always keep you in my prayers. Much love. Same there. Same here, brother. Hope your family's doing incredible. Much love to you. Proud of you. Keep your health in check, in point. Always pay close attention. Hello to your family and wish you nothing but the best. Much love. Breaker PTSD. Yep. Coyote nerf is just the armory pipe dream. Well, wasn't there something like that? The CEO was talking about it, right? He talked about it, right? Like, not that they were gonna nerf it, but he said we haven't seen the stats yet, and I hope we're not enjoying it a little bit too much or something. Didn't the CEO say something like that? If I'm wrong about that, my apologies. Isn't the Pelican bugged again? I've seen a few people report it glitching underneath the terrain again during extract. Oh, I haven't paid attention. It hasn't happened to me. The moment the less ammo modifier was added, the players just dipped off the play. Yeah, I'm not playing either. Like, not because like, oh, it's super difficult. It's just I don't like to glorify something that is portrayed as difficulty, but it's just done as an easy way out. Yeah, I hope so, Brick. Yo, Funk, good to see you in chat. Crimson, good to see you in chat. Honest to God, if we got a balance patch before the crash and performance fixes, our head is smoking something. Yeah, I think today's gonna be mostly, I would imagine, like, probably if you were like gun to my head kind of situation, probably I would say performance. MO is lost either way, with or without modifiers. I don't really care about the MO, bro. I never care about MOs anymore. To me, they're completely useless now. They used to be much more interesting with all of the, you know. Let's take a look at this actually. Oh yeah, that's a GG right there. Yeah, nobody. I guarantee you, people dipped off of a Sean immediately. Yeah, I did record one clear with the dragons. I don't know if I'll upload it because it was a very long clear, so I wasn't a really big fan of it. Let me see. How many people are here now? Yeah, it dropped to 35k. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, bro. Nobody wants to play that shit. 100,000 Helldivers overall at this time is still wild, though. 35k here. Yeah. Where did people dip? Thick is a very good player. He'll get the clears. I've been diving nothing but a Sean since the update until today. I just couldn't anymore. I had to go fight bots. Yeah, it's as I said, as we said, right? Like long term, if they don't do something with all of the things. So this is why I always thought that having the Hive Lord just around is cool, but it's only cool for a set amount of time, and then you're gonna be like, okay, like it's him again. Right? Because you don't get rewarded for killing it, which was something that I talked about previously in the videos, hoping that it would be really worth killing. This is where what they don't really understand, that kind of thing really not only challenges players, but also gives them incentive to fight Hive Lords. Right now, the incentive is just because you want the challenge. Like for somebody that wants the challenge as a team or as a solo player, I mean, I get it. But after you kill it once, you're like, okay. You know? Do you enjoy bots or squids compared to regular bugs? I don't like bots, and not because I don't like the ragdolling on them. I just don't enjoy it. I'm forced to test everything on that faction as well when new items come out, but do you expect any balance? No, it's just a Tuesday patch, so whatever it's gonna be, we're gonna see. We should probably instead of balance say performance in the title. Dream, you're welcome. Better Coyote. Nah, I don't think they'll touch Coyote. I don't think that they're that crazy. No, I'm not psyching myself. I'm just saying I personally don't think it's gonna happen, but I've gotten a lot of people asking me about it. So yeah, Hive Lord can also be tedious when you're not in the mood to fight it, and then when it doesn't spawn, we deal Satan's Parrot. I think I know what I prefer. Yeah, as I said, this is why, right? Like, this is what they kind of don't take into account. All of these things are cool, but they have to be like, in gaming in general, I feel like when there's this kind of situation, it's always good to have options. Okay, it's good to have options. So like, this guy's on this planet, that guy's on that planet. If I want to fight a Hive Lord, I'll go there. If I want to fight a dragon, I'll go there. And it's not just that. I think the way they balance the dragon is absolutely insane, bro. The fact that they just keep spawning is really wild. I don't know. That I hope that's a bug and that's not like a decision. They went like, oh, dude, that's a great idea. Hopefully. I mean, if that's that, then they really need to kind of dial it back. Game is going to the state before 60-day patch. It's sad. I really don't think it's... No. I think a lot of people think the numbers speak for themselves. Like, people say that, but that makes zero sense, to be honest with you. Because people don't remember that the player base on Steam was below 5,000 players, bro. Like, it wasn't even close. Reborn, hello. It wasn't even close. So I think the game's actually, in terms of like population, it's doing extremely well. I don't think it's as bad as before. No, it's not even close. Performance is a different conversation. I like the dragons everywhere. Lots of practice to pop them with the RR. Yeah, you like them for now, but like if the balancing, right, is poor on it. Like if I'm killing one dragon, such an impactful enemy, he shouldn't be popping up right away. It just doesn't make sense. Remember the times where we're running away from the battle titans? Dragons are same now, population wise. Well, though, no, I don't think they're the same, because you can literally run away from titans. You cannot run away from dragons. I'm also trying to solo the high value evacuation mission for Illuminate and need tips. I mean, Illuminate, like, shouldn't be that bad as long as like you have the right tools. Isn't it around 300k every night? It'll take a month or before the majority of the player base dips again. Yeah, I would agree. And then by that time we'll probably get a new warbond or something, right? When did this warbond drop? What day was that, boys? It was on the 4th, right? Or 2nd? No, it was the no, it was on the 4th. The 2nd was update. Yeah. So approximately 40 days from that would be... Yeah. 4th. Yeah. So that 40 days. Give it another 40 days, boys. Ish. So a month from that would be the 7th. Yeah, like on the 17th. Probably 18th, 19th, something like that. We're gonna get the warbond. But guess what, boys? That's like 10 days away from our creators. God knows. Yo, God knows what's happening for me when our creator comes out, you know? Quite frankly. Ugh. Ron, what's up? Dragons on Hellmire defensive missions was a nightmare. Like fighting automatons the best. I think with current modifications, it's impossible to solo clear with the Hive Lord included. I think it's still possible. It's just annoying. I didn't have a solo clear, but I did have a Hive Lord kill, and I still had like probably like 14 minutes or something. But I just left the mission because I don't care. Do the devs want to nerf the coyote? No. We haven't heard anything like that, but I've gotten a lot of messages about it. I don't think they'll do it. I think that today's probably going to be mostly performance. I mean, if we're going to have another 30, 60 days plan, I think it's poetic to welcome the Xbox brothers into the ranks like that. At least they will adjust to the curve. Yeah, it's also like, you know what it is? Like, I mean, it's their call, right? I could like talk about this and I don't want to start any drama or whatever, but hopefully they just, you know, just do performance changes and whatever. Do Blitz extermination missions lower enemy health in any way? Missions lower in no. I will say how the Hected Arrowhead did not see the issue with all the bugs having medium armor. It just makes Light Pen look so bad. Light Pen was already bad, bro. There are some Light Pen weapons that are still good if you build around them. Like, for example, the OG Breaker customized, right? Like OG Breaker, the Spray and Pray. Like those guys for hunters, smaller enemies, warriors. Those guys do really good job. Better than any of the ARs, in my opinion. Because of the ammo economy just being better and all that kind of shit, you know? But Light Pen was always... The deeper we get into the game, the worse Light Pen is, essentially. For some reason, I was able to one-shot Dragon Roaches with the Napalm Expendable, but only in Blitz. Probably just good shots on the head. There's Don't Crucify Me. But dude, the amendment on bots... No, amendment is good. I actually think amendment isn't bad on bugs as well because of the high damage. I think it's a good take. Break. What up, Bacon? Chaos should not be on their mind right now, considering everything else. Size still good on bots. This is Scalpel Sniper. Kenny, what's up? Scythe is actually pretty decent against the bugs as well, as long as you build around it as well. The fire is very nice. It's a very specific playstyle though. It's like B tier, you know? Mid B tier. Like not like high B tier or low B tier, but like probably somewhere mid B tier. They need to make the wings actually fatal on dragons. And does dragon catch on fire? I wasn't able to even catch them on fire unless my game is bugged. Yeah, so that's not a bug. Okay, then in that case, I think that's the biggest mistake. Dragons should not be fire resistant. I don't understand why they're fire resistant. People use light pen. I've always just used the highest pen possible in every slot. It's just, yeah, a lot of people do. And they think it's the best. Dude, the dragons should land if their wings get shot out. That's also a very good call. I like that. Bots are easy to kill compared to bugs. Also, you should be able to pop his stomach as well, like you do on the Titan, so they don't spray. Them spraying is actually annoying. Because it's like almost unavoidable, especially if you don't see it. I'm telling you, that enemy is gonna get old really quick. Like, people are really quickly gonna stop liking that enemy. They're gonna really quickly stop liking that enemy, and you can't blame them. You legit can't blame them. And I said this right away too, man. Like, I don't know. Spray hitbox gotta be bugged or something. What time does the update go live? Update goes live like, I don't know, hour and a half. We need to be able to shoot wings off of dragons. Yeah, true. Dragon fire going through rocks and walls. Less dragon technology than Skyrim. Did I miss Spaco's message? Spaco says fire damage has also been weird lately. It feels sometimes enemies wouldn't burn at all. Dude, fire damage is really good for the warriors, actually. Like, with the war pack, you can keep teleporting and just burning the ground, teleporting, and the warriors just pop up and die. It's so cool to see. Torture is still goated. Tunnel warriors need a nerf. Yeah, as I said in my previous video, tunnel warriors need a complete rework. Like I feel like I think that what they need to start doing more in this game, and I would love to hear your thoughts, boys. I think they need to start adding like visual and audio cues to enemies. It's insane that in this game there's none of that. Like, in a game where you get one shot so often, not having those kind of cues is wild to me. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's just, you know, it would just make the game so much more fun. Like, the ability to avoid specific attacks is always very welcome, you know? And the fact that it's just not there is annoying. The Dragon Roach stats are out, apparently. Main health, 6,500. Heavy. Head is 1,500. It says wings. Yo, Bacon!
That was a big PP donation, mate.
Yo, with the big
Merry Christmas,
PP dono,
I'm
bro.
crazy today.
I'm donating crazy today, says Bacon! With the 50! God damn! Thank you so much, man. That's very generous of you, bro. 50! Come on, Bacon. Come on, man. Get some dubs in chat for Bacon. Come on, chat. Hello, Pips. I feel like warriors need to get unborrowed either slower for longer animation or to unborrow behind you and not right on you. Yeah, of course. I agree. Nah, Bacon. You don't have to do that, man. I appreciate that so much from the bottom of my heart. But trust me, you like don't ever feel obligated to donate or anything. You guys being here supporting means the world to me, and it really does help a lot. I really do mean that. It's this channel's about to get wild with our creators coming out, man. We are gonna be streaming daily our creators, bro. Like daily our creators once it comes out. We got like 40 days left. No, 50 days left. Thank you so much, Bacon. 50 days left, chat, and then it's time. Then it's time to get serious. Hopefully patch updates goes good. No lie, it's been buggy since Xbox launch. They want the wings to be non-lethal, then make the Dragon Roach land once wings are gone. Simple as that. Good, making good. Do you think our creators will surpass Helldive? That's a joke. That question's a joke, right, Spacko? How many teams can be in one game? You didn't really ask me that, did you? How many teams can be in one game of Warcraft? Moon says, morning, brother in arms. What's up, Moon? How's your morning? Yeah, I agree with this. I agree about the Coyote. Rifle is just fine. It's fine. Yeah, I doubt it will. Really? Yeah, I think it's gonna be the biggest game and one of the biggest launches of all time. He plays Arcanas, their wings feel like nothing. My brother's has Xbox, and since the players count has gone up, we've been getting kicked out a lot recently, says Edgar. What's up, Edgar? Resting Coyote 2025 20. No, they're not gonna nerf it, bro. Yeah, we say it's fine, but Arrowhead thinks it's too fun. When's the update meant to come out? We already talked about it. Orbital laser one-shots dragon easy. It is, yeah. Everyone focus on the Coyote and don't look at my Eruptor. Says, yeah, true. Kratos is gonna compete with the Battlefield 6 way more than Helldivers. I think it's a completely different population. I think that people are gonna play Battlefield. If you like first person, you're gonna play that more. But it's also not an extraction shooter. When it gets a BR, that's a different conversation. I doubt it will come out with a BR though. But we'll have to wait and see. We crashing out if they nerf Coyote. I don't want to like get upset. I don't, we'll see. Me and my friend group are sick of extraction shoot in general, so I'm biased. I'll watch you play when it's out, and I might get into it if gameplay is good. It's the game I've played in the last decade, bro. Oh, Nadama with the 50 euro donation.
If Arrowhead touch my beloved Coyote, I'm uninstalling the game. Cheers, pips.
Yo, cheers, man. Thank you so much for this, for the massive PP support, bro. You are insane, dude. Massive. I can't flex that much today, chat, because I had an insane workout. And my oh my god, no, Nadama, I'm gonna pass out, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. Thank you for another 50 euro dono. Hope they fix Warriors now. Battlefield will never hit like BF3 and 4. I think it will hit, but probably, well, a lot of these things are like, old things, man. Like, nostalgia really does play a role. Great getting ready for work. How's your going, bro? Hope the patch be decent. Enjoy your day, says the Moon. Same to you, brother. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, I don't personally think, like, let's see what people think here. I don't think finally something new other than Truth Enforcers for a reaction image. I salute you. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants that thing nerfed. The JR5 could use a bump. I agree. I'm always reloading or out of ammunition. This is very true. Speaking of weapons that could use a buff, the JR5 is definitely on the list. Nothing crazy, but it's kind of like thrown to the back burner at this point. True. I still think it's decent. If you're running supply backpack, I think it's actually pretty strong. But, you know, not sure if they're really but that much of a buff, but I want a rounds conversion option to give it the same guidance system as the warrant. That would be crazy. An ammo option with reduced damage but limited tracking would make it feel much more flavorful as a specialized weapon of veteran units. Yeah, setting it is out of very few tracking weapons. Not interested in that. My Dominator, they'll just make it worse. It is very good as a self-defense weapon, blah, blah, blah. My Adjudicator could use a higher... Yeah. Like, the thing is, right? The thing is, in this game, there's this dominant, like, really, really dominant... Why is it... Let me check out the chat real quick. New chat. Move this. There we go. That was out of bounds for some reason. In this game, like, the way it works is they have this very big fear, chat, of like ammunition. Like, they think that if you have a lot of ammo, like, you're gonna be OP and you're gonna lose that feeling of you know, oh my god, I'm out of ammo, there's so many bugs. Like, they want you to have that feeling, right? Like, that you're always on that last bullet, like you're always struggling, it's always tough, it's always that last second survival instinct, whatever there is. They want you to have that feeling. But what they don't understand is that feeling is only fun when there's something worth fighting for it to that level. But in this game, there's nothing, because that feeling doesn't make any sense, because I just respawn. I die and I respawn. I have like 20 respawns, right? So that is only fun for, especially for a new player, to some extent. And then you know, Battlefield 4 came out a horrible state too. Don't forget, people like the times when those games came out to see we are biased towards them. I agree. A lot of times that's also true. I wonder... Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see just a little bit more, you know? If you want a quick laugh, go check the VOD from FaZe's stream on Sundays. And to me, this is what gaming shit... Yeah, I did see that. He sent me that. That was funny. Oh, snaking, huh? I was informed today that my squad has officially given up on the game after days and days, more like weeks and months of constant crashes, constant frame drops, and consistent audio glitches. Let me start by saying this game was amazing. It rekindled our love for PvE co-op. We're all older gamers, late 30s to early 40s, with limited free time due to a full-time jobs and raising families. So when we want to game, we don't want to spend half of the time loading into a game that will crash on top of the other performance issues, stopping us from enjoying our little free time we have. We all have collectively spent lots of real money when we were short of the... Yeah, this is a lot of people right here. Spend half of the light or short of super credits for upcoming war bonds because we don't have the time to farm super credits, but we still wanted to join in on the fun of new items. I guess we'll take our disposable income elsewhere. This game will die if these technical issues continue and keeps pushing loyal players away to something else. Thanks for the hours of joy this game once gave us, and thanks to the randoms that fought hard alongside us along the way. You'll have to fight the war without us going forward. Fight hard, brothers and sisters, or don't. We won't be around to notice. Thanks, Arrowhead, a former Helldiver. Yeah, the game state is definitely very poor right now. Arrowhead really needs to focus on the quality of the game, but at the same time, I don't know if it's possible just to to them using such an old, outdated, unsupported engine. It's definitely possible, but they would have to slow down or stop making new content entirely. Yeah, that was my point as well. Where I do... Would you guys agree with this, by the way, chat? Lulu, hello. I did answer that warrior question, right? Yeah, I did. Would you guys agree with this, chat, that they should probably take a month off of some stuff and just make only performance changes? Would you guys agree with that? Or do you guys think the same pacing needs to continue? At some point, constantly adding new content is an active detriment to the game when you consider just how unoptimized and unstable the games get with each update. 100% take 3 months. They should. Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, completely. Yes. I don't think they should take 3 months. I think that's too much. I have a 5070 RTX new PC and my game feels terrible. They need to fix the performance. It's brutal. They need to focus on performance at this point. Fix the game, please. 100% stop new content and optimize. Doesn't matter what content you add if it's absolutely unplayable. But it depends on how financially viable is that. Exactly. Philip was the only one that said that, and that's true. They let another studio work on the Dust Devils. Just do that and let the main team work on performance. Wait, Dust Devils was created by another studio? Speed, what's up? I didn't even know that. Wait, what? Wait, what? No, they only work together with Wushu, not completely made by them. Okay. Outstaff company. It was made in collaboration with their partners at Wuxu. Yeah, I didn't even remember that. I didn't know that information. They are currently working on a new game. Arrowhead is working on a new game? Do you guys think, like, how far do you think Helldivers 3 is? Chat. Obviously, it's going to be on a new engine, right? Whatever. Like, they can't put it on the same engine. That would be insane. How far do you think Helldivers 3 is, realistically? The 10 years? Are you insane? There's no way it's 10 years, bro. Are you guys kidding me? Bro, no. Don't say it's not going to happen. It's too much money involved for it not to happen. The same way people say Destiny 3 is not going to happen. Okay. You think they're not going to sell Destiny 3? Okay, bro. Wherever money is, just follow the money. That's all you need to know. It doesn't matter. Longevity. Destiny 1 is still active. Destiny 2 is still there. Doesn't matter. Which one do you think made more money? Destiny 1 or Destiny 2 overall? It doesn't matter. The old game stays up. There's a bunch of... There's many games that have done that. Yo, Pips, good morning, brother. What they... patch just got off work. Says Manny Roa. We're waiting for the patch, Manny. Happy you're home. Get some rest. Be the GOAT. Can't wait. We'll definitely take a break from Helldivers 2 on launch. For Battlefield? Yeah, I think a lot of people are excited for Battlefield. I'll definitely be playing it. And then it's Arc Raiders. And after that, I'm gone. No, that's not even an argument. Like, that's not even an argument that Helldivers 3 is not going to happen. That's, for me, that's such a crazy take. Because, like, it's money. That's all it is. It's money. Like, wherever money is, that's what you got to follow. Gone where? I'm going to be playing Arc Raiders every day for like probably, I don't know, months. You know, the best game of the decade. I want Helldivers 3 sooner because I think the current engine has big limitations. That's true. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I can't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't stop streaming, bro. I need to take care of my family. I need to stream and make videos and everything. And our creators can't flop. It just, I don't see. If they ruin the game, maybe. But, you know, they will switch to Unreal Engine. Helldivers 3 is better than our... Oh, okay. Yeah, and Denzel Washington is my neighbor. But they just ported to... Well, you can't compare them with overall quality of game. It's... And it's not because Helldivers 2 is bad. It's just that there's qualities between games. Like, yes, you can compare them when it comes to overall quality third-person shooters, really. But it's not even... To say, was Arc Raiders that good? To say... Okay, listen. To say Helldivers 2 is on the same level as Arc Raiders mechanically, sound design, gunplay, visuals, enemy designs is absolutely fucking insane. Oh no, I'll definitely be making videos for Helldivers 2. I'll like pre-make probably like 20 videos and I'll be uploading probably still. Obviously, Helldivers is... I love Helldivers. I'm not going anywhere. But like, I'm not one of those guys that simps over one game and can understand that a second game can be also good. I'm not one of those guys, right? I don't do that. I can be very realistic with games. I can say Helldivers is where it is, and then I can say Arc Raiders is a better game overall for me personally, and like mechanically and visually and sound, it's just on a different level. Like that, it's okay to say that. It doesn't mean that you should enjoy it as much as you enjoy Helldivers 2. But we're talking about an indie team of his Masters of Craft that worked for AAA studios. True. Don't spam because Nightbot will ban you, Stroich. I couldn't play the same game, not gonna lie. Be competitive, Battlefield 6 game player? No. I'm gonna play competitively probably, but like I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of new modes and whatever add to our creators as they do with the finals. Yeah, everyone has their opinions, but then there's also facts, okay? Like, it's okay to see facts and be like, oh, okay, so I understand this is true. I still prefer something that is, you know, not as good, but it's just because I love it. I love the playstyle of it, whatever. But if you're talking mechanically, like how the game felt, to say that Helldivers 2 feels on the same level is just a lie. Like, it doesn't. It's the same if you take, for example, what would be an example, right? Let's say Witcher 3, and then you compare it to another similar style game, you know? You might like something else, but Witcher 3 is Witcher 3, and it's just better. It might be the similar, but you think when Helldivers 3 will come, Helldivers 2 will die? I don't think so. I think it will still have population, but obviously very much lower. It's okay, Storage. No, I'm just worrying about you to not get banned. I haven't tuned in a while. Do you still play Space Marine 2? I barely play it now because I haven't had time, especially with the new content, George. Oh, in Helldivers 2. I know I won't play Arc Raiders, but I'm still... Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's absolutely fine. And also, I think there are games... Like, let me explain. Yes, Delta Force, I have heard about it. Not an insult to Arc Raiders, but I haven't heard of the game until now. I'd imagine popularity might be a problem for it. No, it's one of the most popular games on the field right now, and one of the most top 3 wishlisted games, I believe it was. It literally... Let me see the stats on that. Can't find any stats on it. It's essentially one of the biggest releases that people are waiting for. One of the biggest. I will, K. What's up, Don? If they don't nerf the new AR, it's not even that good. It's just decent. I agree. I think it's good. Okay. I don't think it's S tier. I would give it A tier. Yeah, now imagine all the shitstorm that's gonna cause, Stroich. It would take a huge disaster for Helldivers 2 to die. I would agree. Would Battlefield... No. It's... see, those are different genres. Like, you're talking about a first-person shooter, and you're talking about a third-person shooter. Like, that's a big difference. When you're comparing Arc Raiders to Helldivers 2, there is similarities. Both are third-person shooters. Both of them, you find items and you extract out of the mission, right? Both of them, you're fighting, like, you have the bots on that side and you have, like, the Arc on this side, which is, like, robots you're fighting. Both of them have, like, big enemies, right? Like, super boss enemies. But that's the similarities, right? And then you have the quality difference. And listen, dude, you guys been watching me for a while. I don't get paid by any of these studios, and you know what I mean? Like, they're not like paying us money. Like, I don't give a shit. I just speak my mind. If you want my honest thoughts, mechanically speaking, and I've said this always, the way the game feels, the way the reloads feel, the movement feels, the quality of life feels, the gunplay feels, how the aiming feels. Helldivers 2 is just an extremely fun game. It's a good game, but it's not a 10 out of 10 when you think about all of those things. It's really not. It's clunky, a lot of bugs, a lot of weird interactions with enemies, a lot of one-shot mechanics, a lot of just weird deaths in general that are not cleaned up, right? It's just what Helldivers 2 has going for it is extremely fun gameplay loops, right? And weird ones and like super like out of the normal, right? But when it comes to like the quality of it all, it's not a 10 out of 10. No, it's not that I don't even play the game at this moment, like off stream. Pretty much I stopped playing it, and all of those 4,000 hours aren't like in-game missions, right? Why does a Coyote have no magazine attachments? Because they don't want you to have better ammo economy. Yeah, chaos and funny moments. Yeah, and that's fine. Like there are games like that, but bro, like when you play Arc Raiders, played it and it was fun, but don't find it generational like everyone is saying. But you got to understand, why is everyone saying it? Why is everybody lying? Is everybody lying? Like fucking hundreds of thousands of people just lying? Like I've talked to everybody that tried the game. You know, I haven't seen one person like, but it does depend. Like if you don't enjoy PvP games, you know, if you don't enjoy PvP games, I can see, or maybe you're not, I'm not talking about you, like people that are not good at PvP games or really struggle or whatever. I think those people are probably going to enjoy it less, obviously. Find the new Hive Lord to be somewhat more harder because most of the teams I've had always run out of reinforcements. I think it is hard, but if you have a good team, it's pretty easy. Still love Helldivers 2, but they do need to find a balance of new content and updates. Helldivers 2 is still one of the best games for me for PS5. I wonder if Guerrilla this engine could work for Helldivers 3. They definitely do need to fix some shit, yeah. 2 minutes ago, game disconnect to ship. 1 minute ago, I tried to join new mission, crashed to desktop. Yeah, a lot of people are having those, bro. A lot of people are having those. Hive Lords on the Hive world are overturned, to be honest. Overtuned, probably, right? Winter? No, they haven't done anything to the Coyote. They're not going to do anything about Ninja Charges. Ninja Charges have been a thing for like since day one. They've never done anything about it. Coyote absolutely melts every bug and gives the best survivability on a Sean with zero risk of blowing yourself up. That's not true. Coyote is... I don't even use Coyote on max diff. What's up, Somnus? It's a great weapon, but It's not remotely close to some of the other weapons. Arc Raiders will turn me cynical. I'm going to be too trusting and get killed by someone I let survive. That's probably going to happen. And you know what's really cool about Arc? There are some games when I, as a content creator, find watching my own gameplay, because when I usually watch my own videos, obviously I've edited it. I watched it so many times. I'm like kind of over it. So I just upload it, right? But when I find myself watching it to the point that the game is so interesting and intense all the time, especially if you're trying to make it intense, that is something that not many games have. And they're very, very good to watch. Like, for example, when a good, fun streamer is playing Call of Duty, I don't play Call of Duty that much, right? But I like to watch because the PRs for me are good to watch. There are some games that are better to watch sometimes, even though you don't like playing them, okay? Because it's like watching a movie in front of you with the streamers, with the call outs, with the intensity, and you see these good players pull off some crazy stuff. It's really fun to watch. The problem with Helldivers is that it doesn't really reward the good players much, because there's no high stakes, right? Even with the Hive Lords, like I've gotten a bunch of solo kills. It's cool. There's no reward system. So that doesn't incentivize the other people that maybe aren't as good or just casual players to get better, because, okay, it's cool, but like, why am I killing this, right? Like, I'll kill it once, but then I'm good, you know? Will you be getting Borderlands 4? No, I'm not going to be playing Borderlands. Not for me. Great as well. Yeah, once again, if you don't like, or maybe this is not like a dig or anybody, but there are people that are good at PvE games that are not good at PvP games. Like, this happens all the time. If you don't enjoy PvP, obviously the game's not going to be for you, right? I never thought that I'd be maining a PvE game on my channel. I never thought that. Like, I love PvP games. Like, I've competed all my life. Like, there was never an ounce of me that thought that, you know, like, oh shit, I'm going to be maining a PvE game. But I enjoyed the PvE game, you know, and here we are. I love Helldivers too. I've just never been interested. Yo, what's up, Psycho? Good to see you, man. Never been interested in Borderlands 4. I don't really care for it as much. I don't think that the BR is dead. So take a look at the numbers. Let's see. Let's see, right? Apex Legends, for example. How old is Apex Legends, right? Steam charts. Like, just on Steam. Take a look. Just on Steam. 24-hour peak, 177,000 players. That's not dead, bro. Like, yeah, I don't play it anymore either. But a lot of the times what happens in gaming, especially for people that are like, don't do this for a living, or, you know, you guys don't have to search these stats or look up every day like I do just to understand what's going on in the market, right? That's normal. But a lot of the times the word dead in the gaming community gets thrown around like it's nothing. Apex is dead. Oh, okay, let's go and 200,000 players a day. Do you know how many games would give up their ball sack for that? For 30,000 players? For 40,000 players just on Steam, you know? So no, like, what I meant by that is that people don't consume it the same way they did. Again, for content creators, it's the exact same for Helldivers 2. It's the exact same for Helldivers 2. People do not consume Helldivers 2 content unless there's a new update or anything, almost at all. Like, the views plummet. It plummets, Yolgber. Like, it's insane. And the more time will pass, the more fall off it's gonna be for creators. Do you see what I mean? Like, for example, now we have like a huge content drop, boom, right? Like 6 months ago, we had a content drop, and let's say we hit, just as a number, 100,000 players, right? And then the drop to like 30K took, let's say, 2 months, right? Exactly, Roger, I agree. But Yolg, listen to this. I think that the more time passes, for example, now when we hit 100K, it's not going to take 2 months to drop to 30K. It's probably going to take a month. The only thing that, because that's natural, that happens for every game. And like people get upset when I say this, but it's not a dig at Helldivers. This is just how it works on the market. You know what I mean? And that's normal. Like it happens for any game. Any game it happens. Right? Like Dune had an insane start, and I guarantee you it's probably 15,000 players a day. Like here, let me check. Dune had an absolutely insane start. Dune Steam charts. Daily peak 20,000 players. Yeah, I agree with that, American. I agree. Every game during game mode goes through the its hype phase. Yeah, of course, the BR hype phase is done, partly due to oversaturation. We are seeing this creeping to the extraction shooters as well. That is true, but the hype is done. Is a very, what I'm saying is like, okay, how do I explain this? So there are people, once again, I'm not that kind of gamer, and I don't have anything against those people, but I'm just saying there are people that hate games without playing the game. There's many of them. For example, I don't play Borderlands. I haven't played Borderlands pretty much at all, but I don't hate the game. I just say it's just not for me. But there are players that will say, holy shit, Fortnite is trash, dude. It's trash, dude. Bro, have you played Fortnite? No. All I'm saying, that's not me. Okay? So is the BR and extraction shooter hype as it was 10 years ago? Obviously not. That's true. But at the same time, it's still up there. Do you guys think about it? Look, listen, if many of you have worked in marketing and sales, you're going to understand what I'm saying very easily. Games are not made usually if they don't bring in money. Nobody would be making an extraction shooter if extraction shooters on the market don't make money. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So people think, oh, why are they making these games? Because they make money. They're not crazy. A lot of them fail, but the reason they try is because they know that the good ones make money. You know? Helldivers 3 is not anymore, and that's okay. Yeah, exactly. It's that simple. It's that simple. And this goes for everything. It's not just gaming. Like people act like this is some kind of like genius move. Like Extraction games, to be fair, is a type of game that lacks, to be fair. It depends. You know, you better play GTA 6 whenever it comes out. Like, for example, look, I might not even play GTA 6. It's never been my type of game. I'm straight up being honest. Does that mean that, you know, it's trash, bro? You know, grow the fuck up. Just because you don't like something doesn't make it trash. That's your opinion. It's okay to have one. Okay? But then again, there's also facts, right? For example, if GTA 6 is mechanically incredible, I can go ahead and say, I don't like GTA 6, but dude, that game is phenomenal. Like, that is a normal, mature, human being take. Okay? Yo, Pardo, what up, my boy? That's a mature take. But when you say, nah, dude, I've never played GTA 6, bro, it's trash, bro, you need to go outside. Is what I'm saying. And I encounter so many emotional people nowadays that cannot take any amount of criticism. It's like, for example, even if you take Helldivers 2, it's like they have the ball sack. Like, imagine Helldivers, like this is Helldivers 2, right? This is Helldivers 2, right? And it has a ball sack, right? Big one. And it's like this ball sack is in their mouth. Bro, it's okay to say what's bad in the game. Like, just shut the fuck up. And that is true for life as well. If you have a friend that is not in shape and you want them to do better at life, you tell them that. That's maturity. That's friendship. Not because they don't look good, but you want them to be there for their loved ones when time flies. Going outside is trash. I haven't been I love that, Juicer. I love that, bro. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Will be crap to me if it has too much of the social media interaction people are guessing. I think that it has a high probability of changing gaming forever. No, I'm good, Trev. They wasted 300 million on Skull and Bones and it died in 3 months. Yeah. Because the thing is, like, listen, let me give you an example. There are genres that do well, but the product has to be good. Let me explain it a little bit. And because it fails, it's not the genre, it's the product. This is what you need to understand. So, for example, let's say you have 3 drinks on the market. Let's say you have 3 drinks. Yellow, blue, and red, right? Let's say it's yellow. Let's just say one yellow drink. Like let's call it yellow. The yellow drink on the market is the best drink. Everybody likes it. If somebody else comes out with a similar yellow drink, right? Same bottle, exactly same bottle, but the product in it is trash, you're not going to drink it. Okay? You're going to go back to that. It's the exact same shit. The genre is the same, but the product is bad. It doesn't mean that the genre is bad. The product was not done right. Okay? And people can't differentiate between blatant hate and constructive criticism. You can still like a game whilst pointing out bad things. And that's where people struggle. So you'll have people that say everything in the game is good. Everything is good, bro. It's a skill issue, bro. You don't understand this, bro. You don't know that. But the reality is, you're a grown-ass man and like you're a little bit too emotional and you need to calm down. Not everything. Factually, nothing can ever always be good. So for example, it's the same argument, right? Same argument. Think about this. I'm going to ask you a very, very simple question. Imagine a factory. Imagine a factory with 100 workers, right? I brought up this example when I was asked, how many people do you think cheat in video games? And I said, overall, I think 40 to 50% nowadays cheat. You can ask ChatGPT, like how many people cheat overall in online multiplayer games. And I said like 30 to 50%, and people lost their shit. And I told them then, okay? Because I truly believe that. And I'm pretty sure ChatGPT would tell you it's close to that. With like Cronus Zens and everything, okay? We can check that actually. Now, my question for people to understand it a little bit easier was this. Imagine there's a factory. Because this is what it comes down to and people don't understand it. Factory, and you have 100 workers. Out of these 100 workers, boys, and be honest with this, please. I wouldn't say, we're going to check that. We're going to ask ChatGPT. But like out of these 100 workers, how many do you think are morally correct, honorable people? You don't know these people. There's 100 random people. How many would you think, chat, is like morally really good, honorable people out of 100? Honest. Like be honest. What up, Junkie? And like, don't take word honorable and morally correct that for nothing. Like that means a lot. Maybe like 10 or 20, 30, 40%, 30. Okay. Now translate that into gaming. Okay. If your morals are not there and you're not an honorable person, you will cheat. People without morals usually find the easy ways out and just to screw other people over. It is. I used ChatGPT. It's 37 to 43%. Holy shit, I was close. I said 30 to 50. That was actually on point. Brother, you have people cheating in Helldivers. How fucking pathetic. How fucking pathetic. I'm gonna go further. There's even content creators that cheat. No names, nothing. But there are. They just do. People cheat. People are a lot of people are pussies. They always try to take the easy way out. They are. It is what it is. But the reality is, that's how it goes, man. And people really struggle. I find it sus as fuck for real when people like really start defending cheaters. No, I don't fall for that anymore. I used to like 10 years ago because I trusted people a little bit more. And now I'm like, no, why are you defending him so much? Like, what's going on? Are you stupid? Like, you know what's up. Like, if you've played like on a high level and if you competed for money, you know. Don't do that. Oh no, shut your stupid ass up, bro. Like, are you kidding me? I think it will, Moon, yes, because it does on the finals. So I'm sure they will bring cross progression. Yeah, cheating in PvP, yes, completely against it, but PvE, no, I disagree. I think it's a moral argument. Depends on the PvE. If you downloaded Age of Mythology, like, right, a game, and I remember, brother, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. One day, I was playing Age of Mythology against two of my best friends, and I was so good at that game, right? I would build it and I would murk these guys 2v1, and we had a bet, like whoever 2v1, and if I lost, I take them out for dinner, everything they want. If they lose, they take me out for dinner, right? So we start playing, bro, and I'm destroying them, and out of nowhere, this is my childhood friend. This is one of the funniest memories of all time that I have. I had tears coming down my eyes. It was incredible. Out of nowhere, he entered some kind of cheat code, and I see a bear. This is in a strategy game. You need to look up Age of Mythology to understand how fucking funny this is, because this is mythology and, like, you know, what's it called, like working on wood and stuff, like old times, right? I see a bear, like a flash, super fast bear, teleport to my base. He had a Canadian flag on his back, like a cape, and he was shooting lasers. He was shooting lasers out of his eyes, and he had infinite damage and HP. So he teleported to my bases, and he went bzz, 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 destroyed all of my bases and teleported out. And I called my friend on the phone. I was like, what the fuck? He was dying. He was dying laughing. And I started laughing, and I was like, was that you? And he couldn't breathe, bro. Oh my God, it was so funny. And then he told me, like, I think the code, I even remember it was O Canada or something. It was one of the funniest moments I've had in gaming, bro. It was incredible. You think our creators will be bigger than Escape? Yes, 100%. But yeah, the point is, right? Like, a lot of people do that, and for me, I believe. Listen, I'm a person of habit, and I really respect discipline. And I do believe in one thing. I do believe in how you do one thing is usually how you do most things. Okay? I really do believe that. If you are disciplined in one thing, it usually moves on to the other thing, right? If you cheat in one video game, I do believe you'll try to cheat in another. That's why I don't agree with it. Now, if it's an offline, as I said, on your own, and you just want to slap that code in, have infinite ammo, and just you're tired of it, sure, go ahead and do that. But if you're online, listen to what I'm going to say, right? Listen to this, guys. If you're on even an online multiplayer game and you're cheating, you're a pussy. Now, another thing is, and this, I've been saying this for years, if you are a content creator, look, you guys donated $250s, bro. $250 do you know how much money? Do you know how much that is? For example, for me and my family, that's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money. You guys don't understand. Like, that's a lot of money. It really is. So the reality is, if I'm a content creator and I'm cheating and you're donating to me and you don't know that I'm cheating, I truly believe you should be paying a fine. If you're getting caught, you should be paying a fine first 3 times, increasingly. And if you do it again, you should be jailed for 3 to 6 months. Fuck it. I don't care. It's fraud. If you look up the definition of fraud, okay, well, let's see. What can be considered fraud?
Bloody bastard. That was a big PP donation, mate.
Hey,
Toss
ADV with
50
another
on their
50.
picks. Have a good one.
Let's go, baby. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. You guys are absolutely wild. Thank you so much, brother. Okay, let's. So it says right here. Wait, let me find another one and then I'll move over. Fraud amount of money. Minimum, right? Minimum. Okay, look at this. Look at this, boys. Look at this. There isn't a single minimum amount for fraud, as the threshold, right, varies significantly by jurisdiction and specific law, but generally smaller amounts treated as misdemeanors and larger amounts are felonies. In Canada, the key threshold for classifying fraud is $5,000, while Texas is $1,500. Laws can elevate a fraud case from misdemeanor to felony. Felony! Okay, now let that sink in. Lab, what's up, my boy? Do you know how many streamers make way more than 1,500 from their donators and their community? If they're cheating, that means, let me bring up the second one to understand what this is, right? So people understand it. Fraud is the intentional and dishonest act of using deceit, misrepresentation, or concealment of truth to gain a wrongful advantage. Brother, this is the definition of cheating. Definition. Financial or otherwise at the expense of another person or organization. Okay? So I don't want to like this. If you're cheating, if you're a content creator and you fucking cheat, this is the definition of it. Okay? So give him a fine, like a big ass fine, so he gets to pay back whatever he stole from people with lies and deceits. And if that happens 1, 2, 3 times and he's dumbass is still doing it, throw him in jail. 3 months. I don't care. Or maybe in between you want to do like, I don't know, 700 hours of community work. But there has to be a punishment. That's why I don't like any of it, man. I don't like any of it. I don't like cheating in like PvE games. I don't like you're a pussy. Just every time if you do it, I want you to look in the mirror and understand that every time you see your dumbass face, you're looking at a pussy. That's it. And I truly believe that. Brother, they said they stopped. Okay. They said, yo, Eli, what's up? Good to see you. They said they stopped 300,000 players from cheating on Battlefield 6 beta, bro. Do you understand what I just said? What I just said means that in the Battlefield beta, you had over 300,000 grown-ass men try to cheat. How insane is that? 300,000. Yeah, you can look it up. I'll look it up too. Here. How many players tried to cheat in Battlefield 6? Here. Watch. I don't lie about this shit, chat. During Battlefield 6 open beta, the cheaters started flooding in right after the very first day it was live. The game's anti-cheat system has blocked over 330,000 players. Brother, if that's not sad to you, I don't know what is. But this is a way deeper. This is a way deeper issue than people understand, bro. This is like a existential issue. Like people think like, oh, dude, it's just a video game. No, bro. These people will cheat in life too. I don't care, man. Like that's how it is. I've seen so much shit in life. People, how you do one thing is how you do all things. This is why I teach my kid as well. I don't care how you feel in the morning. You're going to get up and you're going to work out. I don't care, because if I teach you to do what you don't want to do now in life, when you don't want to do something that is going to be driving you to greatness, you're still going to do it. How you do one thing is how you're going to do the other thing. This is exactly what discipline is. And these people have none of it. None of it. Every person that is cheats in video games, it doesn't matter if you use a Cronus Zen or a Sim or a cheat engine, you're a pussy. That's how it's always been, and it will never change. And the reason these people will always be like this is because they have no moral standing, they have no honorable traits, and they have no self-value. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay? It doesn't matter, like, if it's a video game or not. This is an opening for you to showcase your true character, and you cheat. Would you say a crosshair overlay? What does that mean, crosshair overlay? Can you tell me, Rio? My dumbass doesn't know what that means. Crosshair overlay. What does that mean, crosshair overlay, chat? If you're talking about the dot on the monitor, I don't think that's cheating at all. Like, I don't go that far, all right? Like, it's some stupid ass shit. Is a program that allows to make custom... No. Do whatever you want with your crosshair. No, I don't think so. If it's not available in the game, then yes, no. Because then the argument can be some monitors have it. My monitor has it too. Like, I can press a button and then there's a dot in the middle. Like, what's the problem with that? If there was nothing, I could just pick up a marker and put a marker on my screen as well. You know what I mean? That to me isn't cheating. I don't understand that as cheating, to be honest. But yeah. Snipers doesn't have crosshairs on CS on a natural. I mean, you probably, then I would assume that then probably that game has its own rules, right? Like when I used to compete in CS, we never did that. There was never a need to do it. It's not cheating if the system can't detect it. No, that's a horrible take. I like to make these things in fast way, but I have some moral compass that prevents me from cheating. Yeah, I mean, yo, Brian, what's up? Yeah. To me, bro, I'm not gonna lie, cheating is cheating. Like, you cheat in one thing, you're just a cheater. It's, you know, you're a pussy. I get it. Whatever, just say it's fine. Just a lot of morally corrupt people out in the world. Yeah, setting it allows though, not hacking. Okay, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, if the devs come out and say, yeah, you can have a dot in the middle of your screen, like, sure, right? But I wouldn't go as far as punching a friend in the face for cheating, Sky, but I would definitely tell him. Like cheating in GTA once I've completed the main story, I don't even know how to online. That's what, if you're doing it offline just for your free time and you're messing around, I understand that, I guess. Like, for me, would I still do it? I wouldn't. And this is not me being all morally correct over here and, you know, I'm better than anyone. No, it's just that if I growing up, if my grandpa had saw me do something like that, he would slap the shit out of me. That's all it is. Not worth wasting money and lifetime ban when you cheat. For a lot of people, it is. I think mainly holding yourself and your friends accountable is the important thing. Like, I always ran into these issues in life, bro. I'm a straight up be 100 with you guys. I had a few friends that were like super dumb, right? Like, we grew up together since the age of 5 and they got into gambling, you know, like wasted their whole life, lost their families, man, lost their wives, lost their kids, like divorced, did terrible things. And I always like fought him for it. Like, I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we got into physical altercations. I slapped the shit out of him. And you know who was the enemy? Me. I was the enemy because I told him the truth. But the dudes that he gambled with, and he gambled his whole life away. He doesn't have that life anymore. You understand? Like, he lost his family. They left him. But I was the enemy. But it doesn't matter. Like, you gotta say the truth. Like, you tell him, you're acting like a piece of shit right now. Gotta focus on your family. You got a kid? You got a wife? What the fuck are you doing with your life right now? You know? And if those people lose you, they lose you. Who cares? Who cares? Life becomes much easier once you understand that all you got to do is when it matters, say the truth. I'm not talking about like you're somewhere and you're being nice and you're not going to say the truth, not to hurt. I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine, I think. I don't think that but like when it matters, you got to say the truth. And as long as you understand that you're doing that, your life becomes easier, right? And the same goes for video games. Just don't cheat. I would agree, Bank. Yeah. The truth hurts. Yeah, it does. And a lot of people can't take it. It's not easy to fight with addicts, Pips. You will be the enemy if they don't want to fix themselves. Yeah. But I also have my moral compass, right? Like, I'm always going to tell you the truth. Like, I don't want... Because the reality is, I don't want a friend that's not going to be telling me that I'm acting like a piece of shit when I'm acting like a piece of shit. And I actually had that just 2 days ago. I had a conversation with an extremely close friend of mine, and I asked him a few questions. I was like, do you think that I've done something wrong about a specific thing, that I can't really talk about on stream because he's also involved? And he looked at me and said, yes. He said, I swear on my kids, I think you were wrong. And you know what I did? I said, we've been through a thick and thin. I trust you, man. And I fixed the issue. Because I took accountability from a man that I really trust. Like, we've been in some movie shit, bro. Like, movie shit. Like, we're talking life and death kind of shit. But I said, okay, I trust you, man. It is what it is. And I fixed it. I said I apologize, and I fixed it. That was literally me yesterday. Yeah, that's life. That's being a mature person. They are rare these days, man. They are rare these days. Good friends are rare these days. Yo, Grass, what's up, my boy? And that's why I stay true. I keep my circle small, man. Do you know how many people, like when I used to compete, right? Do you know how many people, I was never like a big streamer. I don't even consider myself a big streamer now, but back then I had like 70, 80, maybe like 100, 150 viewers tops. Like that was rare. I was usually 50 to 60 when I competed, whatever. And when I do you know how many people, even then when you're a very small streamer, you get like, reach out and, dude, I have a 3.7 KD. Do you want to play and team up with me? No, I don't care. If I vibe with you, I'll play, but I keep my circle small. I keep my circle very small, actually. Like, even now when my channel is growing, I play with my boys mostly. It's Dream, Try, Hadu, Onion hops in, Jen, like people that I used to game way before I even started growing. I keep my circle small. Like, it is what it is. And, me and Takibo really vibed, and we're on the same time zones, which really helps because me and Thick also vibe, but we're in completely different time zones, so that doesn't help. But me and Takibo vibed, and he has time to, play and stuff. So, but I keep my circle small. Like, I don't go out of my way to. I feel like I'm at that part of my life, chat, where what I would value the most in my life right now is peaceful life and like mature people. Like just mature people. I'm kind of over all the. I'm getting butthurt about everything, and like it's tiring, man. It's at some point you get tired of it. You're like, grow the fuck up. Don't nerf Coyote. Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, I don't think they'll nerf it. Your circle is like my loadout. Only changed a tiny bit depending on faction I'm fighting. Yeah, true that. True, it really is. Yeah, it's good to keep your bubble small. I do understand that. Yeah, staying away from energy vampires. Takibo cleared map with the Lord. Did you see it? Yeah, Takibo's my boy, dude. He's one of the most talented players I've seen for sure. And like me and Takibo really do well together. Like I think its energies also match. I'm good at certain things. He's very good at other things. And like the styles of gameplays match really well. So we're going to put on a show for you guys when our creator... You have no idea. He's a very good guy. Takibo is a very good guy. Yeah, like, he's a very chill dude. What do you think of streamers that promotes gambling, and would you do it for... No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, like... You know, that is a very tough conversation, right? Because I'm telling you I wouldn't, but I'm a straight up be an open book here. If somebody came to me and told me $1 million, would you do it? I would still say, nah, I would say no. The reason I would say no is because if somebody's offering me $1 million, that means that I'm already at a pretty good financial spot already, because I wouldn't be offered that money if I'm not worth that money, right? And I wouldn't do that. The reason I wouldn't do that is because you ruin so many people's lives. And I do believe what goes around comes around. So I do believe promoting a thing like that, you're maybe not directly, but you're ruining thousands of lives, literally. And I think that comes around, man. I think that comes around. I have said no to a lot of things. For example, like energy drinks and whatever. And I'm not saying whoever does it is a bad person or anything. But like personally for me, who takes health, I try to take it seriously at least. I was thinking to myself, like, the way my moral compass is a little bit easier to manage, because what I ask myself is this: would I promote this to my kid? If the answer is no, then I say no. And if the answer is yes, the answer is yes. That's why you guys can be calm and collected about what I promote on the channel. I've said this multiple times. This is why I don't even get into a lot of sponsorships, because if I don't promote it to my kid, I don't promote it to anybody. And that keeps me in line very easily, so I don't have to mind fuck over it. Does that make sense? If State comes like says 500K right now, would you take it? No. I'm straight up being, that would change my life in an instant. I could build a house for my mom. I could buy a house for my grandma. I could help my other grandma and grandpa. I could do all of those things. I swear to God, I wouldn't do it. I swear to God, I wouldn't do it. Would it be very tough? Yeah, but I would say no, because I do believe, I just believe, man. I know that I could take that money and everything's going to be good now, but I ruined so many people's lives that long term, that comes back and it fucks me up. I'm not trying to look honorable or anything. I'm just saying there are some lines that I would not cross. And I've seen what gambling does to people, like firsthand, so no. Yo, Kura, thank you for the membership.
Welcome to
What's
the
good
crazy fam.
outweigh the bad, though? Wouldn't the good outweigh? No. It's my good against thousands of bad. Yes, me and my loved ones get a better life, but other people and their lives get terrible, man. They lose houses. They lose relationships. They lose wives. They lose parents. They sell everything. People could literally die. For me promoting that, people could literally die. People that gamble die. Do you understand? They die. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Stress, heart attacks, everything. No, I would never do it. Fuck it. No. Some of these dudes only have 150 viewers and be making 5K monthly doing gamble streams. Yeah, well, their life. You know what I believe in, chat? Let me tell you this. Dude, let me tell you this. You know, some people, I had this incredible interaction once with a guy that I knew pretty closely. We were like best friends, but I knew him. And then one day he calls me, and I lost that Amazon account because I couldn't remember my password after everything got hacked. Do you guys remember? I got hacked completely. I do have a kid. Yes, y'all. Listen to this, right? But regardless, like a few years back, he calls me. Part says I work in the gambling industry. Then you know how crazy that is. What's up, Rebels? He called me. He goes like, dude, you have this incredible Amazon account, right? Like, I was like, yeah. And I had it for like 7 years or 8 years, and I had like hundreds of like orders, you know, stuff like that, especially like PCs, everything. I build everything. So I buy and then I build it myself, right? Whatever. So I was like, yeah, you know, I have a very good like a Prime account. They trust me on everything. They, you know, if product comes in bad, they return it right away. And he goes, dude, if you let me, we can make like 20K off of that account instantly, but you're going to lose the account. So essentially what he was offering me was like, buy something that is really high product, then let him send it, and we're gonna say it's bad. We're gonna lie about it, and you guys get the point, right? And I said, I don't want to do that. That feels wrong, right? And he said, okay. And I saw him in about a year or whatever, and he was doing that all the time. And then he was like, bro, I'm having a bad month. And I was like, yo, what's up, man? And he was like, dude, I was traveling and I lost, like, I don't remember how much it was, like $5,000 or $7,000. He's like, I lost it. I just don't know, man. And we started talking about life, and he was like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, bro. Like, I never tried to do this or do that. And I didn't tell him that because I don't think it mattered. The kind of dude he is, it wouldn't change much. But I had a smile on my face when I left. And I was like, how do you not see that all of those accounts that you've lied to, that is how you lost that money? Like, life balances its shit out. I truly believe that, right? And there's a deeper conversation to be had about like life and death and whatever, and how it's not fair for everybody. And I 100% agree with that. But what comes around goes around, bro. You know? It does go around, and it does come around. So I believe in that. And when you do believe in that, you don't do shit like that, because you understand that it's a moment of success you're gonna enjoy, but it could be 7 years later, but something's gonna go down, man. It will. And sometimes you might live life of very honorable person and shit might still go down. That's also fine. That's just life being like, let's see how far you can go, you know? It's like one of those things, right? Like, where I don't know how many of you guys are religious. I'm a religious person. And, you know, when you tell God, for example, or the universe, whatever you want to call it, like, I want to be mentally stronger. Like, people expect to, boom, become mentally stronger. But the reality is, a lot of the times what happens is when you really, really, really ask the universe for something, it's going to send you problems. Like, if you want to be mentally stronger, if you want a bigger biceps, what do? You lift weights. It's the same shit, man. I believe in those things. I really do. You can do everything in life and still lose. That's not failure. That's life. That is failure, and it's okay. I think that failing is what makes you better. I really do. I do think so. I really do think so, that if you don't fail hundreds of times, you're not getting better at your craft. And people that are willing to fail those hundreds of times with a smile on the face are usually the ones that grow and do better than the 99% of people who really don't stand failure because they see it as a devaluation of their soul and of their character. Like, I've never done anything. Yo, what up, can of soup? I've never done anything without failure. Like, I think that failure is fine. The problem is the world you have to be selfish and step on others to make it to the top. I don't think that's true. It depends on what for you the top is. I can tell you what I'm very open about this. I've said this multiple times. I can tell you what the top looks for me. I don't need to step on anybody to do it. The top for me looks like I have my loved ones taken care of and happy. That's the top for me. Build a little house somewhere in the nature, you know. Have my own thing. Chop some wood in the morning, you know. Look good while doing it, butt naked. You know. I know that, you know, my loved ones are taken care of. That's my top. Do I need to step on somebody to do that? Nah, I really don't. I just need to do my shit. And a lot of people think that, you know, hard work means like, oh, go. No. I believe actually that working on yourself more than working on your actual job will make you more successful. If you let that sink in, I think it makes all the sense in the world. Joao, it drops in 30 minutes. Because if you put more energy into yourself, bettering yourself, being a better husband, being a better son, being a better father, being a better friend, physically better, taking care of your health, whether you understand it or not, it then floods over into your job. Pip, you're lying now. You have to step on some bugs. True that. Squash them. My top being calisthenics enforcer and treat. There you go. That's good, brother. Keep crushing it. Don't let anybody bring you down. Let's just do it. Goal is to goal is to live a quiet, peaceful, slow, and steady wins in the end. Yeah. Do you mainly against it because it will come around, or is it ruining? Do you mainly against it because it will come around, or it's ruining? That's a very good question. I think it's both. I think I don't want it to come around because I'm not worried about myself that much. I'm worried about people around me because they will get affected, but also about ruining. I think it's 50. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you that it's like, oh no, I only think about other people. No, it's probably 50-50. I do believe that our decisions directly impact people around you, even those that you do not even know that it affects. You know? Bro, hit me up. I've been trying to figure out a routine, says Brick. I wish more streamers would teach good values to younger people. I do too. That's literally evil in your mind. Something about knowledge and intelligence. Experience in life will get you farther than a paper with a grade and 0 experience. That's true. And also, like, you do need to experience shit, dude. Like, a lot of people don't experience that, you know? Thank you, Big. Any weakness with the killing chargers with the spear gun? I saw a video how to pierce the charger into their inside flesh to kind of one-shot them. It's a shot from behind, yeah, to the tail, under the tail area. Wondering how to do it easily. You just need a good position, honestly. Dub, I hope you're doing well as well, brother. Thank you for being here. Fax says Pips, flax for chat, bro. Come on, baby. Show the new guys in chat you can game and have a life. Ain't that the truth, huh? Ain't that the truth, bro? Yes, you can. I can't flex that much today because I went out for a like 4 to 5 kilometer walk, and then I got to the pull-up bars. I did 30 muscle ups in like 10, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then I did 120 pull-ups, wide pull-ups in a sets of 10 12s. And my arms are kind of cooked, dude. Damn, Mr. Pips is built. Are you kidding me? Yes, sir. Lock in. Lock in. Case of Thornton and Pips, it doesn't, but so does alcohol and all other stuff. It taken with responsibility and care games to bring harms to people. And I mean, nowadays, most of gambling is from GA. Damn, how do I super chat? You don't have to do a super chat, Frosty. What if I've been trying my hardest for the 7 years, been very close to pro level esports player, but still haven't gotten my dream, and now I'm 27? Should I give up? Should you give up? What the fuck? No. Train. Put on that aim labs, okay? Put on that aim labs, and guess what? Do more than what the average guy will do. And also keep in mind, if you keep doing it, if you really try to do it, you can't fail. It's impossible because you're already doing better than 99% of people, and you're already getting better, bro. Never give up with shit like that. Do more, but be smart. Be smart. Don't watch a show when you can be training for 2 hours more. Do that. If you really want it, that's what you'll do. 27. People think that like pro gaming is just about aim. It's not just about aim. There's decision making. There's positioning. There's so many more aspects than just aiming. Don't you ever? No, man. What the fuck? You want to be what, 60 and then look back, right? Because time won't wait for you, Frost. You're gonna look back and this is what you're gonna do. And I promise you, this is what you're gonna do, Frost. You're gonna look back when you're 50 and you're gonna be like, man, what if? And that will fucking kill you, man. Think about it the different way. This is what drives me. This is how I live my life, right? I think about a goal that I really want to achieve, and then I go, what if? But in a good way. What if I do achieve it? What if all the people that have been telling me that I can't achieve it we'll see that it's possible. What if I achieve it? And what if when that moment hits, you know, the amount of stuff I'm going to be able to do for my loved ones? What if? That's the what if you need, not the other way around, bro. It's a cup half full psychology, right? Mentality. Some people look at a cup, they go, ah, man, it's half empty. You and me, we build different. We see it, dude. Look at that cup. That's half full. It's all about like perspective. Switch your mind. All it is, man. Life is easier than you think once you understand those things. When is the update coming out, Pips? I am not in the loop. 24 minutes. I hate cups as normal. There you go. Brother, I'm a miss Oshan and its Hive Lords. They'll probably move it somewhere else. That would be so funny, James. Well, it's update time, Prime Gaming. It's update time. We don't know exactly, but it's Tuesday. On Tuesdays is when it happens, so we'll see what goes down. It's Tuesday. Every Tuesday is update day. It's been like that since day one. Yo, Frosty, thank you for the gifted memberships, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. So you didn't have to do that, brother. I love new planet build. I got 2K super credits. Thank you so much. And Bryant gets it, man. Let's go.
Welcome to the Crazy Fam.
Welcome to the Crazy Fam. Reddit become wine divers. Depends what they whining about, though. Is it warranted whining or is it unwarranted whining? You know what I mean? Like, what's up, Doom? Sweet, I'm a YouTube chatter, but my YouTube chat is broken for streams. Decided to ask here. Says, Shake, I got you. Finally. Yo, the flex emotes go hard though, huh? What if there's no patch? We're about to find out, right? That's why we're doing a waiting room and trying to figure out if it is or not. You think they will do anything related to balance? No clue. Could be. I mean, we didn't expect even anything last one. Like I expected like performance, but there was some balancing, right? All good, Mr. Pips. Glad to see everyone okay and all pumped up for the new updates. Says Doom. Yo, nice channel. Keep the good work. Says ENB. I appreciate you, man. How's your day? They need to buff the other ARs. I don't think they'll ever do that. Most likely a performance patch. Says try hard. Dub stream though, Pips. Solid conversation. Yeah, I this is why I love Tuesday streams, right? It's not only about like, here's a bug, let me kill it. We already know the best Helldiver, right? Like, we know that part. So let's talk about life, man. Let's discuss life, because that's where it's at. Video games aren't everything. They're a part of it. I hope that with this patch, they change some of the galactic war system, like taking out a Hive Lord should at minimum reward 1% liberation on the planet. I don't think they will. Are you interested in space games like Star Citizen? No, I don't have time, man. I'm at my core, I am a highly competitive PvP player. Like every game I've played, I've always tried to go for top 500. Like, including even when I played Destiny, I was like top 100 in Rumble. You can find the videos on the channel. Top 500 in Trials of Osiris. I was top 100, top 130 or something in the finals. And I always try to go for those spots, you know, just play a lot and try to get better at shit. Like, I'm trying to go back to MNK now because I've played controller for the last 10 years. Before that, I used to compete in Counter-Strike locally, but I was always in MNK. I'm trying to go back to MNK now, so I have over like 110 hours already in AIM Labs in like 40 days or something. I do like 2 hours a day of training, and it's coming back pretty quickly. Yeah, I'll be playing finals for sure until like our creator comes out. I did not play CS2. No, I played like when we used to compete. It was a 1.6. I don't even remember. I think it was 1.6. Performance is rough right now. A lot of people are saying that. Yes, my Twitter is the same, Frost. I don't do a lot of Twitter though, so I don't even. You would have to find it, but I think it is. Yeah, I mean it is. Will you face it CS2 maybe in the future? Will you face it CS2 maybe in the... I don't know what that means, Kura. Would it be cool if killing a Hive Lord gave you super credits or something? I don't think it should give super credits, but I think that it should give it insane amounts of XP. That's good to know, Eli. Pips, be a chat on these live conversations. Appreciate you, Brian. The thing is, right, like... What did Bacon say? Did I miss Bacon's message? Face it, competitive CS2 tournament. Oh, I don't know, Kura. I don't know. I haven't even watched CS in years, so my bad. I was way behind. I'm way behind on that shit, I'm guessing. Oh, this is interesting. What? Player-based less than fun, one-shot, untested, and ragdolling enemies. These are horrible. Magica interview from 13 years ago. When Arrowhead was founded, I had a lot of goodwill from experienced developers throughout the Swedish game development industry who wanted to spill the beans on how to make the best game possible and save us from the biggest pitfalls a new studio can fall into. We failed miserably at heeding their advice. It was almost as if we were told about the exact position of all the mines in a minefield, and we still, like some sort of imbeciles, were compelled to step on them. I mean, this happens a lot. Fortunately, it happens. Yeah, this is an issue, man. Like, this is genuinely an issue. Like, you have such a big part of the community having this really toxic take of like when something's broken in the game and they go get good, which I don't really care. You can say that if you want, if it makes you feel good, whatever. But it's such a bad take, man. It's such a bad take. Like, you even like you legitimately have people, right, that like Halo, like they think, for example, the Halo shotgun is really good. Like, you know, like really good. Like, I could see you put the Halo shotgun in lower A tier or B tier. For example, against the Predator strain, because it does work against the Predator strain, honestly, but really good? No cookout. Nothing's cookout. I think I would honestly like Punisher or like the Halo shotgun. I don't know. Like, both of them I would probably throw in the same area. I personally prefer the Halo one to the Punisher, but that's just me. The only thing that is worth B tier is the AR and that War Bond. I would argue that 90% of ARs are B tier, apart from Coyote. I would slap Coyote in A tier. Someone who's played Halo, the weapons of the War Bond are mid, very mid. They're like super El Mido. It's good until Hive card Giga Chat shows up. Yeah. Bro, the spear is one of the best weapons against the dragon and Hive Lords. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking for the bugs. I would still not give it S. I think that on bugs, stagger is such a big deal now that weapons that will not have it, I will always have a weapon. I will always rather pick a weapon that has stagger than a weapon that might be better in some other areas but not have stagger. Like stagger is insane now. Like crowd control was always king in this video game, and now it's like not even close. Well, not necessarily true. I'm not saying it needs stagger, but I would always pick up a weapon that has stagger over Coyote. Like I would always pick what's the name? Cookout over it for me personally. AR is okay. I think all ARs apart from Coyote are in B tier, but I would throw the Halo in high B tier. The Halo AR. All guns should build stagger up as it continue to shoot a target. Pips, can you go check Helldivers to Discord media? Why do we do that, James? Oh, well, actually, it's time. You are right. We need to switch to that Discord anyway and wait there, I guess. Let's see. Announcements, probably. Right? It's either in announcements or like a patch notes. Here we go. Okay. We're going to look in the patch notes area. So right over here, we're going to wait for this. Boom. Patch notes. Yeah. Bat, what's up? Yeah, don't forget to like the stream if you're enjoying this stream, okay? Helps out a lot. Yeah, not only that, but I don't like to get into old games. Like, I never usually get into old games. I'm not a big fan of that. Don't say that, Normal. It's not going to happen, bro. There's no way No, that's not going to happen. Hopefully some other stuff comes around, but we'll see. Your notifications hurt my soul. The very fiber of my being crumbles. It's a sandwich. You know what I would like? A sandwich. That's what I would like right now, actually. Why the game has so many issues like balance. Do you think they'll ever get fixed? No, I think there will always be differences. Like, didn't like Sham say something like they shouldn't... I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I don't know if it was Shams actually. But somebody say like it's better to not listen to streamers because they're a minority or something, right? Which in many cases I agree. You shouldn't listen to everything. But there's a big but in that case. To say that and then I don't want to start anything. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Not every weapon should be viable on level 10, but most of them should. I think in every game you have like 90 weapons and, you know, like only 15 of them are usually used. I'll tape off the other ARs. I don't think they will. There's always going to be old and new meta. What's good constantly changes. Have to dig it. Yeah. They literally create the propaganda commerce. Surely your voice should count to some thing. I mean, Dive Stim was implemented, right? They've definitely listened in many things. I would like a sidearm that is nearly as good as the Ultimatum. Good luck. Good luck. I think we got lucky once. I mean, Normal, you said it, not me. Since you work with the devs, do you think you can actually make a difference? I think that there's this very weird take in the community that a lot of people think that if we want something because we're in the propaganda commanders or just have communications with the devs, that it gets done. Like, oh, Pip said this, it's done. No, It's not usually how it works, right? They ask for feedback. We give feedback, obviously. I mean, that's obvious, right? Everybody knows that. And then what they do with it is their call. Now, I can't discuss what we talk about or what feedback we give. That is whatever, unless it's already implemented in the game, which in this case is like dive stimming. That was one of the feedbacks, for example. And I can't sit here and lie to you and tell you they don't listen. They do listen. They do. The truth is, in cases, they do. But there are some things that we don't agree on, and that's okay to agree to disagree. I think that's absolutely natural. It would be weird if that was the way it works, even amongst propaganda commanders. Yeah. Like, some content creators like and think that some items that I feel are mid at best, they think it's god tier. It also is what it is. It's a difference of opinion. Some people will like a specific item and say it's the best thing they did ever used in their life, and you know, that's the only thing that they will. And in my opinion, it could be dog shit. And then it's for you guys to decide, you know, who's actually saying what is how it is, you know. I think they look at numbers and balance, and it's what's scared. They might nerf Coyote because everyone uses this update on randoms, I see. If they balance off of just spreadsheets, could be an issue. Or maybe that will never happen. Like, I've been saying this for a while. Since I understood how this game works when it comes to stealth, it will never be a stealthy game. Just forget about it until we have a completely new engine, probably, and they work on Helldivers 3, or they move to a new engine where they can... Because, like, people think in this game, silencing is up to the gun, but you need to understand that the enemies need to interact with the player in a specific way. If they will do silence gameplay, that means that they would have to redo all enemies when it comes to silence gameplay. They're not going to do that. It cannot bop, no. Why would you want to stealth in a horde shooter? I mean, some people enjoy it. Kai is a really good guy. He seems like a nice dude, but he kind of does have a bit of the positivity going on. I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit here on a stream and talk about a different content creator. I have my life. Unless, as long as everybody keeps my name out of their mouth, I never start anything. You know, it is what it is. But everybody has their opinion. You know, at the end of the day, Kai is also taking care of his loved ones, and I wish him nothing but the best. Invisibility or something similar is needed for stealth to be a thing, but even then, right? Like, enemies would have to react to you being invisible in a certain way. Does that make sense? Really interesting. Big streamer made a response video to my little video on medpen shotgun cope. Oh, you mean you said you wanted your shotgun to be medium pen and somebody made a video on it? Stealth fantasy kind of really works on low level bots. It will never work. It doesn't work on low level bots. It doesn't work on anything. Like, I've showcased this in my video too, Doctor. It doesn't matter because there could be two bots, and as long as you shoot one and they're not looking at you, they're going to look at you immediately because there's no stealth. Like, the sound on mechanically, the sound on the guns is to a certain level, and all of the guns have that kind of level, even your silenced weapons. So you hear it silently, but the enemies don't, so they react to it similarly as they would to any other weapon in the game. Play. The update is in anywhere from 5 to 25 minutes. Essentially, they sometimes drop it a little bit later if it happens, but that's where it is. Thank you for being here, everybody. We have 600 people watching today. See what happens. Hopefully we get some performance updates or whatever. But I just don't like how he's calling it a skill issue. If you don't like the new shotgun, every Halo fan ever is disappointed in the shotgun. Halo fan. I mean, once again, I disagree with him. If that's what you guys are interested in, I obviously disagree with him. I don't know his full take on it, like what he said about, like what he says in terms of why he thinks it's good. I've seen the part where once again, please understand, like, if we're talking about this, it's just a conversation. Like, if you disagree with somebody, please still be respectful and, you know, just have a conversation, because it's always more interesting to do that as well than just attack somebody or whatever. I'm not saying that it's just not worth it, you know? It's just a game, bro. Like, we have our opinions. We're human beings. It is what it is. What's up, Stevie? But like, yeah, I do disagree with him on that part. But that's also fine. He has his opinion. Yeah, Monster, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that love Kai's content, and his content is really fucking good. Like, when it comes to quality and the way he makes them, and role play shit and all that kind of stuff, like, it's great content. You know, people love it. There's a reason for that. People don't usually love content if it's dog shit. They like it when it's good. Call our truth enforcements on everyone who disagrees with me. It's just normal. Most of his guides have nothing to do with reality. Yeah, I mean, he makes that kind of more like, from what I understand. And I met Kai too. Like, Kai's a fucking chill dude. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Like, I bet you if you guys met him in real life, you'd be like, yo, Kai's a chill dude. Yeah, exactly. I like him. I just don't agree with his latest takes. That's all. Yeah, I would be in the same boat too. Like, there was this also one take where he mentions, and if I'm mistaken, please correct me. He says the reason it shouldn't have medium pen is for it to not be pay to win. Like, that take is like, I don't understand that take. I would actually love to sit down and, like, I don't understand that take at all. I don't get it. Because what that would mean automatically is it means that any war bond that ever had medium pen in it, or any decent weapon in it, was already pay to win. So if you've been doing that for like 15 months or 17 months or however long, and now you don't want to do it on the Halo shotgun, because that wouldn't make sense. You see what I mean? Like, that logically, that just doesn't build. It's not realistic. Balancing every gun off of the free war bond. I don't think anybody said that. Like, that's a crazy take. I don't think anybody said that. That would be impossible, because that would mean that if you balance everything only off of the free war bond, that would mean that the enemies that we've gotten would get stronger and stronger and stronger as they have, and your weapons would stay the same as the beginning of the game, which means that nobody would be playing this game whatsoever. I half agree with him. I think that the items in the free war bond should keep up with the no, I disagree. That will never be the case. That's already not the case. That hasn't been the case for months. Name one game, online multiplayer game, where the new upcoming items are not usually more interesting or more fun. Like, so what happens is people always think only from a gaming perspective. I think the difference comes in that I think about these games also because I've worked in sales a little bit and marketing. I look at it from a selling perspective. So when you're making a product, let me give you an example. In Destiny 2, for example, when the new supers would come out, like Stasis came out, and probably some of you played Destiny. I've played a little bit too much of it over the years, but the point is, when Stasis came out, it was utterly broken. Do you understand why it was broken, or do you guys think it was a mistake? That would be the question. The reality is, if they had only balanced it off of the beginning starting abilities of Destiny 2 as they scaled up the enemies and the difficulty of Destiny 2, people would quit playing. Essentially, they did at the beginning. But when they introduced Stasis, it was utterly broken because people want to play the fun shit. And then they toned it down. That's sales. You do that for people to be interested in the items. Okay? Status title was insane. So they do that in all games. So automatically, when we have a conversation of I want this to be exactly balanced around the free war bond, that means that you have not implemented interesting items into the game that are sale worthy. Therefore, the consumer shall not purchase them, or will purchase it on a way lower rate than they would have if those items were actually fun/good. It's just normal. It's logical, man. It's logical. That's why you want to have items that are better. Now, if they're broken, that you can balance them. Stasis Titan is still insane for overall super damage. Yeah. This game isn't pay to win. It's paid for convenience, technically. Time is the key, sadly, if you don't have much of it. Yeah. Same for every game, right? I don't think I like Liberator or Punisher skins. Want good items. Says Akura. I agree. I think can be equal, balanced power, but the new stuff can be more interesting and unique. Look at the variable use. And how many people use variable? That still counters the point. How many people do you think use variable on difficulties, bro? Do you really think a lot of people use variable? No, they fucking don't. I haven't seen anybody with a variable. Like, out of my probably like last 50 hours, I've never seen anybody use it. Okay. I mean, that's cool, right? That you use it, Grass. I'm not saying you shouldn't use it, right? Don't take it wrong. I'm saying that just because something does this and is different, people play games on a regular. If you pay attention, people usually in video games tend to move to items that are fun or very effective. That's just how it goes. I'm not talking about everybody, but the majority of players. The majority of players do. I think the usage is reflective of the fact that many people don't like to learn. No, because it comes to a combination of a lot of things. Grass, for example, ease of use, the amount of enemies killed, no ragdolling, for example, damage, it's just easier and more convenient. So you got to understand the majority of players are casual players. The casual player doesn't have the time, as you said, to learn it. So yes, I will take that back. You were right when you said that they don't want to learn it, but it's still, moves to the fact that the casual player, which is the majority of the player base, will always find the easy way out, more comfortable, or settle down. I don't have to I have 2 hours a day. Why do I want to stress and get ragdolled, No, give it some time. They've dropped updates like 10-15 minutes after. You don't have to do a specific mission, director. You can see here. Let me show you this so you guys know this actually, because I feel like a lot of people don't know this and they struggle with this. This was told me by Roger. Shout out to Roger. All you got to do is go to Helldivers Companion and you can easily see when it's up. You see this? It says Hive Lord. So now you know that on Sean, Hive Lords are active. You also know that there's Dragon Breach. You also know that there's the Rupture Strain. You also know that there's a fixed wing shortage. You also know that there's munitions shortage. You also know that there's flight delays. And you also know I'm not setting my foot on this planet because all of these together are dog shit. Just letting you know. It is poo-poo. It is what I like to call poo-pookin. Did somebody confirm there's a dev? Did Mitch say on Discord said there isn't a patch today? God damn, okay. Okay. They are all debuffs, Adrago. Sleepy time. This is wasted. Get some rest, brother. I guess no patch then. That is kind of crazy though. What about the next MO? Will it be big? Will it drop today? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Still have a bunch of time, right? Let me take a look at that actually. I find playing meta builds boring. I like playing niche stuff and leveling underutilized weapons. That's awesome, bro. And that's how you should play it. The way you like it is the way you should play it. Don't listen to anybody, to be honest. By the way, chat, if you haven't yet, make sure to drop a like on the stream, sub to the channel. We got tons of content in the work. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to be also streaming tomorrow, the day after. Then I'm going to take a few days break. I'll probably be streaming on Tuesday. Obviously on Copium, if I make it, we might be doing some stuff. We'll see. But I will be dropping videos either every day or every other day for you guys. So I'm going to slow down the content a little bit because I've been dropping videos left and right and streaming every day almost. And you know, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's stream, I think we're going to be cave diving and creating some awesome builds for cave diving, for Hive Lords, all that kind of stuff. I think we're going to do it tomorrow. Yeah, exactly, Grass. They do have, on the 4th page, there is the armor, which is really good. Like, the armor is actually very valuable for early players. Brian, take care. If you don't change modifiers or even worse, it will still dive. Let's take a look at what's going on in game. Be honest. I'm gonna remove the camera, boys, for a second so we see. What are we at? 2 hours, 38 minutes is where it ends, and then it's probably gonna take some time. I mean, if we do have some crazy MO, I'll go live. I really doubt, though. I really doubt it. I really doubt it. I guess we'll have to find and see. Nice. Sitting in anyway, says Big V. Yeah, it's always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. I'm not gonna lie, boys, I'm kind of burned out on the game, so I'm trying to chill a little bit because we've been playing too much. At least they're communicating. Yeah. Can High Command bless us with the ridiculous rail cannon spam again, please? That would be dope. Especially on a Sean where the dragons are there. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. I would like that. I would like that. My point summed up will be, I'd rather it be free, boring plus good, premium, unique, good, not free, boring, good. I mean, regardless of how you look at that, the reality is as we move forward, Shane, what's up, man? We'll see. Unfortunately, there's nothing. Don't know what the name of it. Name of what? He got a dev D. No. I am DMing one of my boys, though. Content creators. Hello, good morning, everyone. Helldivers in Brazil watches you. Cheers. Says Regis Camargo. I appreciate you, man. Hello to Brazil. When was the last time they released a new stratagem outside of a war bond? Damn, it was worth a shot. Pretty close. No patch, it's so over. $250 hours and I'm already bored of the game, especially after knowing that MOs, planet liberation progress, and so on hands-on of devs manipulate numbers as they like. Yeah, that was a big hit for me too. I didn't like that part at all, dude. If they nerf Coyote hard as rumored, it's obvious money grab for Warbond. Yeah. We shall see. Okay, chat, listen. We're going to chill now. I think I'm going to take a break, work on a video or two, whatever. If there is a new, right? If there is any kind of new cool update or MO, I'm going to go live immediately. Give me 1 second. Let's find like a small streamer that we can make happy. What about that? Let's find a small streamer that we can make happy.
All you have to do is just take a primary.
What do you guys think? Like drop a raid to them, you know? You know, build the community up, you know? Oh, how is this? I forgot how this shit is done. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. He doesn't let people raid. Nothing I can do about that. I was gonna raid a smaller streamer, but he doesn't let people raid him, so there is nothing I can do about that, boys. Oh, let me see if I can find somebody else. Wait, is my boy live? No, he's not live. Okay. Lame, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fortunately, I can't find anybody.
Yes, a new subscriber.
Vance, thank you for the Prime sub on Twitch. Another week of bots being unplayable. Have a good one, everyone. Yeah, chat, listen, I'm gonna go live if we get some cool event, okay? Or something fun, I don't know. I'm gonna be live. So watch those notifications. If we go live, you'll know something big's about to happen. If not, we're good, baby. Much love to you guys. Maybe I'll team up with the boys as well later on. You guys take care, okay? Much love, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. We'll talk very, very soon if there's something to talk about. Later, boys.